Your phone is being used to steal your heart, and your bank account is next. It all starts with the most harmless thing in the world. A simple hello from a stranger, a notification you almost ignored. That single click is the key that opens the door. But don't worry. In the next few minutes, I'm going to give you the one invisible shield that makes you completely untouchable to them. You're scrolling on a Tuesday night, a little bored, a little lonely. A message request pops up. The profile picture shows a woman with a warm, magnetic smile. Her bio is a mirror of your own hobbies and dreams. She says she noticed your profile and thought you seemed different. And you're flattered. Of course you are. The conversation is immediate, effortless. She's fascinated by your job, your stories, your day. Within a few days, she suggests moving to WhatsApp for a more private, exclusive chat. It feels like a natural next step, a move toward something more real. This is the first trap. You feel like you're entering a private world for two, but you've actually just been led into a room with no exits. Once you're on WhatsApp, the affection becomes a fire hose.
Good morning, my only one. I can't stop thinking about you.
You get photos of her coffee, her walk, the sunset she wishes you were sharing. She tells you she's never felt this way before, that it must be fate. This isn't a conversation, it's an intoxication. For anyone who has ever felt a pang of loneliness, this constant validation feels like coming home. It feels true. Then, the story shifts. After weeks of this perfect digital romance, a crack appears. She calls you, her voice filled with panic. A piece of vital equipment is held up at customs, and she needs to pay a fee to release it, or she could lose a huge contract. It's a few $1,000s. She sounds mortified to ask, telling you she has no one else to turn to and swears she'll pay you back next week. Every rational part of your brain is screaming, but is drowned out by the part of you that she's been carefully nurturing for weeks. The part that wants to be the hero. So you send the money, and in return you receive a tidal wave of gratitude and love. You solved her problem. You're her savior. You did the right thing, didn't you? A week later, the money isn't paid back. Instead, a new crisis erupts. A medical emergency, a visa issue, a frozen bank account. Each request is more desperate than the last, wrapped in a story designed to pull at your heartstrings and your sense of duty. You're now caught in the sunk cost fallacy. You've invested too much emotion and money to back out. Pulling away now would mean admitting to yourself that all of it, the connection, the late-night talks, the future you were planning was a lie. She isolates you further, whispering that your friends and family just wouldn't understand our special connection. Your doubt is met with guilt, your hesitation with emotional blackmail. You start borrowing money. You drain your savings. You truly believe you are one crisis away from the perfect life she promised you. The end is always the same. It is sudden and silent. The moment you tell her the money has run out, that you have nothing left to give, the line goes dead. The loving texts stop. The profile disappears, and you are left in the deafening silence, buried under a mountain of debt and a soul-crushing sense of betrayal. The financial loss is devastating, but the emotional ruin, the loss of your trust in others and in your own judgmentees. The real wound. But where was the mistake? It wasn't when you sent the money. It was much earlier. The single tell, the invisible key to the entire scam, was the audio leak. Not a leak of what they said, but a leak of what they didn't do. They never got on a live video call. Think back. Every time you suggested it, there was an excuse. The camera was broken. The internet was bad. They were too shy. They wanted the first time to be special. This is the moment the entire fantasy could have been shattered, and it's the one thing they will do anything to avoid. The brutal explanation is this. You weren't talking to the person in the pictures. You were talking to a member of a criminal syndicate using a script. Your vulnerability, your loneliness, your kindness was the target. The exploitation method was to build an emotional dependency so strong that it overrides all of your logical defenses. Your defense against this is an armor you can activate instantly. It's called the Live Verification Protocol. It takes less than 5 seconds to initiate. This isn't a list of tips. It's a non-negotiable system. First, the moment a conversation with someone you've only met online starts to feel serious, you initiate the protocol. You say these words. Let's jump on a quick video call. Second, the response tells you everything. There are only two outcomes. They either get on the call immediately, and you can verify they are who they say they are, or they give you an excuse. Third, any excuse, no matter how plausible it sounds, is a failure of the protocol. It is a 100% confirmation of a scam. There are no exceptions. A broken camera in 2026 is not a technical issue. It's a red flag. Fourth, the absolute law is you never. EVER. Send money or financial information to someone you have not verified in a live video call. And, preferably, met in person. A real partner will never have their love conditioned on your bank account. Finally, the protocol includes an external review. If anything feels off, run the situation by a trusted friend. Secrecy is the scammer's oxygen. Take it away, and the entire operation suffocates. The WhatsApp girlfriend is not a person. It's a business model. It's a global network of criminals who have turned our fundamental need for human connection into a weapon for financial extraction. They rely on the shame of their victims to stay in the shadows and move on to the next target. If this story is your story, or the story of someone you know, understand that the shame does not belong to you. It belongs to them. Report it. Contact your bank, report the profiles, and file a complaint with the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center at ic3.gov. Bringing this out into the open is not just about seeking justice for yourself. It's about building a shield for everyone else.